Hello YouTubers, it's Florida Family Adventures again. Just doing something a little different tonight. We're actually taking an anniversary dinner, me and my wife. And we're checking out the Titanic experience, an artifact display and dinner that they actually have here in Orlando up at International Drive. Get a chance to check it out.
How's everyone doing tonight? Good?
Doing great.
Okay, so what is going to happen now is if you purchase your ticket through a third party or direct, make sure you have your voucher out and ready. So a third party would be your hotel, Viator, TripAdvisor. Please make sure you have those out and ready. If you do not have them printed out, please make sure you have it up on your phone, and we will have you send it to us via email. We do have to receive those vouchers. Now, if you purchased it through us directly, like by calling us or through our websites, please just present your name and you're good to go. So is everybody ready?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just give me 1 second.
Here we go. We're going into
to
check it out now.
So right this way.
One hell of an anniversary gift, I would say, folks.
You will register
your name. All right, and it's for two.
Party too. Yes.
All right, and it will be at table number 4. There you go, guys.
Thank you very much.
Hi, how many of your party? 2. All right, anything that you guys still want your photo, gotta come from that little round table and then step on the ship for me.
YouTubers, we're now going to go and get a photo. It looks like that's a nice little scenery for it, but I'm going to pause this for a moment. This place is amazing from what I can see. Oh, here we got the friendly bartender. Is this first class dining only, right?
You gotta go see inside.
Oh, we can't wait to see it. YouTubers, you're going to enjoy this show. Trust me, trust me. Oh, here we go. If we don't mind, we'll catch a quick video of somebody actually doing the picture at the railing scene. That's a beautiful thing. And what's your name, if I can ask?
My name is Wagner, D-A-G-N-E-R. Wagner.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. You want to say anything to YouTube while you're on
No
it?
problem, no problem.
What would you like to say? No problems? Come and visit you,
That's
right?
fine, yes.
There you go. You heard it from the man himself.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. We're going to keep checking all this out here. Thank you. Oh, they got the hors d'oeuvres. Look at that. There we go. Let's go this way here. Check out some of the artifacts here. Wow, this is some real artifacts from the Titanic. Now this makes it well worth it. Look at the White Star Line symbol right on the actual plates themselves. The boarding passes, the original pass. Wow. This stuff is just utterly amazing. Utterly amazing. Just the view. And of course the picture of a grand staircase. It would be nice if they would have had a replica. It would have been great. But I can't wait to check out the inside of the place, which we will be doing momentarily. Okay, we're here at the Titanic exhibit, of course, again for our anniversary too. And I'm here with
Brooke.
Brooke.
Hello.
And she's going to tell you a little bit about the exhibit and the show, what's going on tonight.
Yes, I'm the historian for this evening, so that means I'm basically here to answer people's questions about Titanic or about 1912 or about what the heck this dinner show is all about. And so that's basically what my role is here for this evening. So basically what's going to happen is tonight, everyone who comes and gets to be a part of the dinner gala, the year actually becomes 1912. So that means that we honor the people who are experiencing history for the first time and what their experiences are. On April 14th, 1912, there was a dinner party that was being held for Captain Edward John Smith. He, of course, was retiring. This was going to be his final voyage, and once he got to America, he was going to be officially retired. And so that's the party that's being thrown for him. Now, traditionally, family. And originally the party was thrown by Mr. and Mrs. Widener, but this evening that very same party is instead going to be hosted by Mrs. Margaret Tobin Brown, who some of you may know better as Molly Brown, even though she was never known as Molly during her lifetime, just, you know, little secret, but it's absolutely true. It's never called Molly. And so she's going to be the host this evening, and there's several other passengers and crew who are going to be a part of that dinner, and it's going to be a very good time, and the food is excellent. There's over 160 artifacts in the exhibit, and a lot of historical memorabilia as well. There's a lot to see. So I think it's going to be a good time.
Well, what I saw is we seem to have characters we're playing as well within the actual.
Yes.
We're actually part of the dinner show, I guess.
You are, and your boarding passes are real. Those are boarding passes represent real people who were on board Titanic that night.
Well, let's take an example of one if it's all right with you.
Sure.
Let's look at mine. I believe is this one right here. There you go. Tell me a little bit
excellent.
about that.
Oh, okay. You are Colonel John Weir. There you are right there. You can see. And this looks a little bit like what their actual boarding pass would look like, with some changes, obviously. It's not going to, of course, tell them a little bit about him, but that's what we have for our passengers and crew. What it does not tell you about Colonel Weir was whether or not he survived Titanic. That you don't find out until the very end of the evening. We have a very special room that we call the Memorial Room, where there are plaques listing all of the passengers and crew who were on board Titanic, and that is the room where you find out whether the passenger that you are now connected to was a survivor.
Now, this dinner show, I guess you could say, is it sort of like it's the last night of the actual accident itself,
Yes.
correct?
It is
So
April
did they
14th.
replay the whole thing where they all of a sudden have the deal where they say, hey, we just hit something here?
You're going to see, I can't give away too much of that, but you're going to see the evening starts out one way and ends up a completely different, much as it did on that actual night.
Sort of catching them off guard like it did that night when it
Absolutely.
happened. That's what you're talking.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, well, folks, there you have it. This is from the Historian at the Titanic Experience in Orlando, Florida. Hey, you guys get a chance, you come on down and take a visit.
do.
Try it
Come and
out.
see us.
I'm sure they would love to see you and answer any questions you might have, especially you Titanic fanatics that are just like
Yes.
me that will know.
This exhibit was made for you. In fact, this dinner show was made for the fanatics. Everyone who comes here has an excellent time.
There you go. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and we'll see you inside. And the show's starting now, folks.
1912, Titanic is about to embark on her maiden voyage. All of those boarding passes that you have received represent real people who were on the ship. So if you would like to refer to yourself as this passenger for the rest of the evening, we'd be delighted, but you don't have to. That is entirely up to you. Now, in a few moments, you're about to be joined by some of the more famous Titanic passengers and crew. Mr. J. Bruce's mate, the chairman and managing director of Right Star Lines. You'll know him by his distinctive mustache and his stiff upper lip. Also, Mrs. Margaret Tobin Brown will be here. She's all the way from Denver, Colorado, so you may know her better as the unsinkable Molly Brown. Yeah? Although this may come as a surprise to some of you, she was never called Molly during her lifetime. That is a true story. Ooh, Miss Dorothy Dixon is here, the famous movie star with the absolutely unforgettable voice, Miss Dorothy. She's on her way to New York to launch her career on the stage. Very exciting. Oh, and for Thomas Andrews Jr., he is the principal architect and the designer of the ship. Thomas is delighted to be a part of the main voyage, but I have to tell you, he was absolutely devastated to leave behind his wife and his 2-year-old daughter. So, you know, comfort him when you see him. You'll see. He's a good guy. You're going to like Thomas. Oh, and today, of course, Captain Edward John Smith is here. Yes? And he's known as the millionaire captain because of the reputation that was so sterling. Many of the upper class passengers refused to sail with anyone else other than Captain Smith. So what's important for you to remember is for all of these passengers and crew, the year is 1912. They are experiencing history for the very first time. That means that if you ask them any questions about the ship sinking, or whether or not they survived, or any questions about the future at all, not only will they have no idea what you're talking about, they'll also think you've maybe been celebrating a little too much. All right? Yes? Speaking of celebration, all food and beverages must be finished before you continue on, but you still have several minutes left to do that, plenty of time. Oh, and also, I want to let you know there is no photography allowed see it celebrates their aging process significantly. All of our ship's photographers have been specially trained in order to protect the artifacts. And speaking of phones, actually, this is a wonderful time for you to turn them off or at the very least to silent. No one wants to be the person who interrupts a quiet moment with me, far, wherever you are, right? Woo, don't be that. Don't be that. Oh, thank you. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. So, if you really like to get into the spirit of the evening, you can just take those phones, put them away, because you've got all of these delightful people standing around you that you can have wonderful conversations with, right? No? Too scary? A little scary? Okay, all right, moving on. Inside, we have over 160 artifacts inside the exhibit, all real, as well as several pieces of historical memorabilia, also all real. You will know the memorabilia because it will be marked with a plain black plaque, whereas the artifacts will also be black. They're going to have a white starlight insignia, just like on the back of your boarding passes there. And it will also have the year that that particular artifact was recovered from the bottom of the ocean. Now that brings me to a point that some of you might be a little nervous about. You are here tonight for the dinner show, right? That means you're going to be moving through the exhibit at the show's pace. That also means you may not be able to see everything tonight because there's an awful lot inside the exhibit. But don't worry, I can see you're concerned. Don't be. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. And if you come on any other day, the general admission ticket will let you stay inside the exhibit for as long as you like. Good, is it there? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we want you to please feel free to come back, and then you can spend as much time with the artifacts as you'd like to. But I'm afraid the time has come for me to disappear. Aww. Wait, let's try that again. Aww. There we go. Yes, I know it's very sad, but don't worry, I am leaving you in some excellent company, I promise. And I also promise you will see me again a little bit later. When you do see me, feel free to ask me any questions at all about Titanic, 1912, any questions that you can think of, and I'll do my very best to answer them. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful time. See you later. Thank you.
Can we ask you to coach down over here? Are you welcome this evening?
Colonel Weir here.
Your shirt matches your drink.
It's
Did
a
you
beautiful
plan
day.
that?
Maybe so be. Maybe so be. But it's definitely a pleasure.
Pleasure to have you.
You're flying the second class aboard Titanic.
Captain Smith.
Yes.
A real pleasure. I'm gonna set my drink here. Walk over there.
Well, we get to know each other. We got a nice long voyage.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Welcome, one and all. I am J. Bruce Ismay, the Managing Director of the White Star Line, and I am pleased and proud to welcome you to this, the maiden voyage of our newest proud jewel, the RMS Titanic.
Well, folks, unfortunately, they didn't let us actually film inside of the actual Titanic experience to kind of give you a feel for what was going on in there. But I will tell you, it's phenomenal. What we saw there was great. They interacted in a way like a lot of dinner shows do, but they made it very interesting. A little comedic twist to it, as well as talking about the basic facts of what happened with the ship itself. I liked it. As a Titanic fan, I liked it. And I'm not talking movie Titanic, I'm talking realist Titanic. I'm talking the real deal. But I think now we're going to go over and check out this little zombie outbreak place that's next door and see how we like it. We're going to be called in about 20 minutes. We're going to get a good feel for that too. If I can tape in there, I will. If not, then we'll go from there.